Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready? So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go. Motion out the backfield. 58, come on.
Hey.
58, come on. Ball, defense, go.
Choose.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now second and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Look at me. Zipper.
Now Gallman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Down. 50. Plant. Recon. 132 fighter.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch the end.
Yep.
Hold
Here's Gallman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
You got it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You ready?
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Second and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On the ready.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Christian Travis. Hey! Go.
This is Gallman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. So, on fourth down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Let's go. 10-2 soft. Hey, Zoo.
Check. 55. Come on.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And some room to work. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 79 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Back to throw. Lawrence. Touchdown. Austin Hooper. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards the final tally.
Got it.
53, Mike.
Gallman will run it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
X3, 218, chopper.
Shit.
Hey, echo. Down.
2nd and 9 now. And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Look at me. Door. Shoot.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Leo.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
15 line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run. This is Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. That's taken in by Callaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. On third down, Lawrence. And he completes it to Cohen. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield wide.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tariq Cohen. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Come on, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
70, Indy.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Looking left side, and it's complete. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 4. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can't.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
see what you got.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready to break. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. On the ball. Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Go now. 30 base. Hey, lock it.
Stop your whining.
Check, check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Riley, 64, weak. Go out. Snap.
Throwing again. Lawrence into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. They've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Ready? Tight end right. Tight end right.
From the gun, Lawrence gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, it's Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he completes it to Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Lawrence. The screen pass here to Cohen. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Because pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Hey, Wahoo!
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away, and now it's down to a one-score game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, the ball. He's checking. Scratch.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. A very solid gain of 27. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Hey.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Look at me. Go. Now.
They try again with Cohen. And an alley to run. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tim Williams. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. That is caught by Cohen. Touchdown, Cardinals! Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cohen. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Cohen. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. This is Cohen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tariq Cohen, 28 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This fielded at the 2. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Broncos 24.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On second down, Eckler, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hard.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Ready?
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.